Then, now, forever. Together.
Welcome to Glasgow, Scotland, and welcome to Friday Night SmackDown, where we are jumping in straight with Santos Escobar as he looks to get some stuff off his chest. We already know what I'm about to say. Let's go ahead and hear out this guy right here. Let's see what he has to say. For the last couple of weeks, me, Berto, Angel, we have been bullied by Rey Mysterio, by Rey Fenix, and I cannot allow that anymore. So how about they come here and face me like a man? I'll take both on because they are bullies. Not sure what Santos is up to, but Rey Mysterio has come out to knock some sense into Santos. Let's hear him out. Santos, us bullies? Have you looked at yourself? Have you looked at your team? But hey, since you want a match, you want to deal with bullies, how about we have a 4v4 tag team match? And no better place to do it than at Clash at the Castle. Let's do it. And look at that, Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar setting up a match for Clash at the Castle, and just like that, it has been confirmed. An 8-man tag team match of 4v4. Team Rey Mysterio, or Rey Fenix, whatever you wish to call it, against Team Santos Escobar. However, Rey Mysterio said 4v4. El Legado del Fantasma is only 3. So, with a team that creates so much enemies rather than friends, who the hell are they gonna pick? To be honest, my apologies, but who the hell are they gonna pick? Are they even gonna have that fourth superstar? We'll have to find out. As for now, we hop into our first match of the night. We have some tag team action as Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa look to move up the rankings against a team who I thought they were done tagging, but I guess not, as Melo Don't Miz is back in tag team action. They got destroyed by the Motor City Machine Guns. And now, I don't know, there's some chemistry between them, some dancing. Maybe the Miz has been working up a plan, and I don't know, maybe they can finally pull off a victory as we now head into this match. Will it be the Bloodline 2.0, or will it be Melo Don't Miz who get the victory, as very early on it is Tonga Loa dealing some huge damage onto the Miz, some stomps, now picking him up and attacking that upper body and head of the Miz, as Tonga Loa looks to fly but absolutely misses the Miz, almost hitting Carmelo Hayes instead. This gives the opportunity for the Miz to now get on the attack now himself, stomping, and a huge knee onto the face of Tonga Loa, and the tag made to Carmelo Hayes, as these two look to become a tag team. And now looking for the pinfall. Can he get the quick victory? 1. But a kick out at 1. As I was saying, this team has failed. Melo Don't Miz, they failed against Aleister Black in singles. They failed in a 2v1. They failed against the Motor City Machine Guns. They haven't been doing good, to be honest. Carmelo Hayes, look at that, able to counter now. Huge crossbody onto Tonga Loa. But yeah, maybe these guys can finally pull off a victory here against Bloodline 2.0. And look at Carmelo Hayes, some huge guts to attack Solo Sikoa. Now Jacob Fatu sending Carmelo Hayes back into the ring. That takes some guts to attack who these people call their tribal chief, as Tonga Loa looking to crawl to Tama Tonga. However, he gets up and now is back onto trying to attack the Miz. However, the Miz is not going to let that happen, knocking Tonga Loa down. And now some huge stomps. And now another big kick onto the stomach of Tonga Loa, as the Miz looking for the pinfall. Can he get the victory here? 1. and a kick out at 1. But yeah, it's going to be difficult for Melo Don't Miss to get the victory here. You already have to deal with Tama Tonga Loa, and then you still have Jacob Fatu, the United States champion, who defends his title against Jimmy Uso this weekend. And then you have Solo Sikoa, the self-proclaimed tribal chief. Or he was, at least, not anymore. But anyway, look at Solo removing the turnbuckle padding as The Miz looks to send Tama Tonga right into it. I don't think The Miz even knew about that. It just so happened that there was no padding there. However, The Miz is countered as Tama Tonga looks to deal some damage onto The Miz, picking him up and now looking to send him back into that unpadded turnbuckle, and is successful in doing so. The referee finally notices and fixes the padding on there as Tama Tonga continuing his attack on The Miz, who rolls outside of the ring. And it is Jacob Fatu who kind of looks to get in the way, but no. Tama Tonga is there first as he picks up The Miz. The Miz able to escape, and now a huge clothesline to Tama Tonga in order to drop him as The Miz hopping back into the ring and tagging in Carmelo Hayes. These boys doing a very good job of tagging as now a huge DDT onto Tama Tonga. Carmelo Hayes looking for the pinfall, doing a very good job. Can they get it done? 1. And a kick out at 1, not enough in order to put Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the Tonga brothers, if you will. Carmelo Hayes continuing his attack. Solo Sikoa putting a kendo stick inside of the ring. Can the referee please clear up the ring? Yes, she can. She quickly sees it. Carmelo Hayes charging up as he looks to put Tama Tonga away. But Tama Tonga, no, never mind. Carmelo Hayes countered once more. Some fast action right here as now Carmelo Hayes is the one taking damage, a pinfall. Can they get the victory? 1. A kick out at 1 from Carmelo Hayes, who hasn't taken a lot of damage and is easily able to kick out of that. As now it is Tama Tonga sent into the corner as Carmelo Hayes attacks Tonga Loa. And now Tama Tonga is also getting some of that smoke as he is sent into the opposite corner. And now Carmelo Hayes making the tag to The Miz, as The Miz is just looking at, oh my days, he allows the tag to be made. The Miz distracted by Jacob Fatu, I believe, or Solo, could not tell. And now this has allowed The Miz to take damage, but it is Tonga Loa, missing his jump once more, and it allows The Miz to get back on the attack as Tonga Loa taking some huge damage on the turnbuckles. And now The Miz just charging up as he awaits Tonga Loa to get up slowly. The Miz with a bit of a RKO as the tag has been made to Carmelo Hayes, who just waits for Tonga Loa to slowly get up as Carmelo Hayes with a huge stunner. Can he put this match away? Looking for the pinfall, but Tama Tonga very quickly breaking the pinfall. And now Carmelo Hayes distracted by Jacob Fatu as he's talking some smack. Our United States champion talking some smack. And now Carmelo Hayes is still able to attack as Tonga Loa is looking to make the tag. He gets up though as he's not able to crawl to Tama Tonga, who is now attacked by Carmelo Hayes. And now Carmelo Hayes continuing his attack with a huge DDT. Carmelo Hayes is charging up and is looking to finish this match and put it away, but is countered by a bleeding Tonga Loa, who now looks to get into the possession of attack, but is countered once more as Carmelo Hayes now makes the tag into The Miz. These boys have been working very good. We were talking about how Melo Don't Miz was on a loss streak and they were just losing, doing horrible, but right now they are looking very good. Something has clicked between these two. Tonga Loa quickly getting up, but some huge punches by The Miz, and now looking for a DDT, stunning Tonga Loa. And now Tama Tonga being attacked as The Miz is charging up. He is looking for this finisher. He is looking to put the Tonga brothers away. Can The Miz get it done with this pinfall? Can he finally get the victory? 2, 3, and just like that, The Miz, Carmelo Hayes, and The Miz finally get a victory after many weeks of not being able to do so against the likes of Motor City Machine Gun and Aleister Black. Finally, The Miz have won a match. Congratulations to them as they win the first match of the night. We now head into our next match, and we have a very special match. We have some singles action between two superstars who are technically in the women's tag team division. We have Lash Legend representing the Metal 4, accompanied by Jakara Jackson, as she looks to get into some singles action, which can still, make her gain in the women's tag team division, if that makes sense. And I'll explain right now, as Lash Legend will be taking on one half of the women's tag team champions, Liv Morgan, as Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez haven't really had a true opponent. Obviously already beat Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson over on NXT a couple of weeks ago. But now, Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend, they have beat the likes of the Katabi Warriors, whatever they're called. Excuse me. Bad memory. They've just been rolling, and they're looking for another shot at those women's tag team titles. However, Lash Legend has to win this match against Liv Morgan in order to take a lead, because this is not no ordinary match. This is a best out of 7s match, where tonight we'll have a one-on-one. Next Friday night SmackDown, we'll have Raquel Rodriguez versus Jakara Jackson. We switch on those, vice versa, so that will be 4. And if we don't have a winner by then we'll keep going. Best out of 7, as Liv Morgan is starting off the damage in this match. So if that doesn't make sense, basically, this match and 3 more, could decide the winner. However, if, for example, Lash Legend wins this match, Liv Morgan wins the next one, and they're evened out between also Jakara Jackson and Raquel Rodriguez, then we'll continue until we have a winner. Now, whoever wins the best of 7 in this series decides the actions for the future. If the Meta 4, technically the Meta 2, if they are able to pull off the win, as Lash Legend just dropped down Jakara Jackson while also dropping down Liv Morgan. But as I was saying, if the Meta 2 basically, that's what we're going to call them, if they are able to pull off this victory in the best of 7, then they earn another title shots for the women's tag team championships, as Jakara Jackson has just been ejected from this match. However, if Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez are able to win the best of 7 series, then they push the Meta 2 away and basically say, nah, give me someone else. So it's not going to be decided with just this match. We are going to have multiple matches depending on how the initial 4 go. If one of the teams is able to win the first 4, they secure the victory. But something tells me between these 2 teams, that is not how it's gonna go. As Liv Morgan misses her punch, she has been slightly in control and maybe definitely in the head of Lash Legend, as Jakara Jackson has been ejected. But Jakara Jackson does not need to be there for Lash Legend to get back into control, as she's doing exactly that right now. Lash Legend laying some huge damage onto the body of Liv Morgan as she looks to pick her up. And now slam her back down. Liv Morgan almost got a counter there. It is Lash Legend looking for the pinfall, but a kick out before 1. Liv Morgan, obviously a former women's world champion, so she has that experience of fighting big matches, of performing with high stakes, of countering and moving fast pace as she is doing so. But now she has been countered herself, as, oh my days, Look at the strength from Lash Legend, who is charged up, hyped up, and ready as she looks to pick up Liv Morgan. What is she looking to do? Send her right back down, and now lay a huge kick as now Lash Legend charging up. Liv Morgan slowly getting up as Lash Legend looks to put this match away. Is this enough to beat Liv Morgan? What is Lash Legend doing? She stayed there, hesitant for a couple of seconds. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. I mean, those literally, it was a second or two of hesitation. If Lash Legend had instantly gone for the pinfall, she could have won the match. Looking to pick up Liv once more, who I am not sure, but from my angle, it looks like she is bleeding. And yes, her forehead is busted up, bleeding. Lash Legend could have won the match, but for now, this match continues as now Liv Morgan, a bloody Liv Morgan, is able to counter now, back on the attack, laying some huge damage onto the leg of Lash Legend. Now both women rolling out of the ring, but it is still Liv Morgan in control with the reverse DDT. And now some huge punches onto Lash Legend as the referee starts counting. Lash Legend able to move out of the way, but Liv Morgan continuing her assault onto Lash Legend, who this time she is able to move out of the way. Lash Legend now sending Liv Morgan back into the ring, and as she follows in, and now stomping on Liv Morgan, who slowly gets up, and Lash Legend looking to deal some huge damage onto her, picking her up, and a huge slam onto Liv Morgan, looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2. Liv Morgan still has a lot left in the tank and is not going to be taken down this easily. Liv Morgan hopping back inside of the ring, and Lash Legend quickly dropping her back down. Lash Legend on the middle rope. She looks to fly, and a huge splash onto Liv Morgan, who is taking a lot of damage, but she has still been able to kick out of everything that Lash Legend has thrown at her. Lash Legend, though, looking to get a lead in this 7-match series, best of 7, excuse me. But Liv Morgan with a huge double kick to the face as Lash Legend is now back on defense, and a huge kick by Liv Morgan to continue gaining that momentum to keep her in the lead. And now it is Liv Morgan doing more damage to the leg of Lash Legend, stomping on her stomach, and a huge double axe handle as Liv Morgan now charges up. She looks to put this match away. Can she get it done? Sending Lash Legend on the ropes and now tripping her down. And look at this, some cockiness from Liv Morgan, using Lash Legend as a bridge, as Lash Legend now sent into the turnbuckle. Some huge punches by Liv Morgan as she now is gonna look to charge up a big hit onto Lash Legend, but she is able to move up out of the way and now sends Liv Morgan into the turnbuckles. Lash Legend countered herself as Liv Morgan looking to continue being on the attack, looking to do some huge damage to Lash Legend, looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, but a kick out at 2 from Lash Legend, almost put away but not quite, as this match continues. And this is only the first match of hopefully many, and if they're as good as this, then it is going to be a heck of a series, as now Lash Legend with a huge splash onto Liv Morgan, a double axe handle. Lash Legend trying to continue that damage on Liv. Liv Morgan getting up quite quickly. However, Lash Legend ready to counter as she looks to put Liv Morgan away and looks to finish this match and take the lead in the best of 7 series 2. But a kick out at 2 from Liv Morgan, who, as I've stated before, is a former Women's World Champion, which means she knows that big match feeling. She knows about the stamina you need in order to win these matches as she is sent outside of the ring. And it is Liv Morgan who is still keeping herself in this match, showing off a little bit to Liv Morgan and continuing as Lash Legend just awaits for Liv Morgan, who is slowly getting up Referee's count gets to 3, and now she hops into the ring. Lash Legend, though, quickly dropping Liv Morgan down. Once more, she looks for the splash and gets it done. Lash Legend is very much in control as Liv Morgan gets up and now sending Lash Legend into the ropes, and a huge kick. No, missed. Liv Morgan, though, continuing, not going to finish, and a huge drop onto the face of Lash Legend. And Lash Legend on the outside of the ropes, and she is dropped outside of the ring by Liv Morgan. As now Liv is the one waiting inside of the ring and just staring down Lash Legend, who's slowly getting up, sliding back inside of the ring, and now, Liv Morgan awaits her as she looks to finish this match. Liv Morgan was so close to be put away in this match, but now she looks to be the one to win this match as she hits Oblivion. Can she get the victory? 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan has now just won the very first match out of the best of 7 series for Raquel Rodriguez and herself. Will the Meta 2 be able to make a comeback, or is it just going to be a clean sweep by these two girls, our women's tag team champions? Find out as we continue next week. And now we have Aleister Black. He doesn't have a match. He has a microphone. Maybe he'll finally give us the answer to why he attacked The Miz. Let's go ahead and hear him out. You people are not satisfied with matches and fights. You want answers and stories to make you feel satisfied. So why did I attack The Miz? See, I am here as the Grim Reaper of WWE. Those people who have gone past their prime and are ready to get the hell out of here, I'm coming after them to tear them down mentally, physically, and push them out of the WWE. Not out of hatred, not out of jealousy, but in order for others to grow, for others to come into the WWE, we must remove others. People like The Miz, R-Truth, Carlito, just to name a few. We must get rid of them in order to make room for better, more potential, younger superstars. And Aleister Black coming out here and telling us exactly why he's come after The Miz. He claims to be the Grim Reaper of the WWE, looking to put away a lot of our older superstars who he says have overstayed their welcome. That does not sit right with me, but if that's what he chooses to do, then I don't know. You got your own actions. You also got to deal with them consequences. But anyhow, we now hop into our next match of the night. This team works so well, and now they have ended up tagging once more. We have Rey Fénix tagging up once more with the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio as they look to take on a very solidified former tag champions in DIY. Let me tell you the story about this. I mean, first and foremost, Rey Mysterio, Rey Fénix had phenomenal matches, yes, they had phenomenal matches against El Legado del Fantasma, and then when they finally tagged together, they were able to take down Los Garzas like a piece of cake. And DIY wanting a match, and for them seeing easy prey, they went to the SmackDown GM and requested a match. Rey Fénix and Rey Mysterio accepted, no hesitation, as obviously they have a very good bond together. And well, here we have our match as Rey Fénix now inside of the ring. And talking about Rey Fénix and Rey Mysterio, who is just about to come out, it has been confirmed that they are going to have a match as Clash at the Castle. It will be Team Rey Fénix, which is Rey Fénix, Rey Mysterio, who at the moment's coming out accompanied by our Women's United States Champion Zelina Vega, who also defends her title at Clash at the Castle against Michin. But anyhow, it will be Team Rey Fenix, him, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Cruz del Toro take on Team Santos Escobar, which is, Santos Escobar, Berto Angel, and a mystery fourth member. Who will Santos pick to help them out later this weekend? That's Clash at the Castle. We will have to see, because like I've said before, they have not made a lot of friends. They've made enemies. So it is going to be difficult to pick, people that actually want to help you. But anyhow, we now focus on this match as Rey Mysterio now inside of the ring once more, accompanied by Zelina Vega, who will also defend her Women's United States Championship against Michin at Clash at the Castle. As now their opponents, DIY, are here. They are ready to try to take down, I don't know if this is a new tag team, if this is just, little bits and pieces. They have a couple tag matches, but still singles. I'm not sure. But they look to take down the two Reys, Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix. And look who they are accompanied by. Johnny Gargancho's wife, or just lover, Candice LeRae, now forming a part of DIY, looking to help them out to potentially get those championships back from the Street Profits. And obviously the tag titles aren't at the Clash at the Castle PLE. Every other title, I believe, is being defended, and that is because obviously we have the best of 7 series for the Women's Tag Championships. But we are going to have number 1 contenders tournament for both SmackDown and Raw coming up after Clash at the Castle, after the WWE roster shakeup, which is going to be interesting. Which teams, which superstars will move? Who will get the call up to the main roster from NXT, and what free agents will we see as we get this match started? Rey Fenix, Johnny, getting the match started for us as Rey Fenix looking to deal some huge damage with a clothesline. Johnny Gargano is taking some huge damage, but look at Rey Fenix missing his double axe handle, now tagging in Rey Mysterio. Like I've said before, these two have worked very well. The two Reys, as Rey Mysterio looking to put this match away quickly. But a kick out before one. They did very good against Los Garzas, but Los Garzas have been off. They haven't won a match in what feels like forever. As Rey Fenix came in, Santos looked to bring him into Legado del Fantasma. Instead, it ended up creating a rivalry. Rey Mysterio looking for the pinfall once more. 1, 2. No, just 1. As I was saying, though, it ended up in a rivalry where Rey Fenix was just able to tear down absolutely everybody. Then Rey Mysterio, after losing to Chad Gable, was sent to Friday Night SmackDown. He did lose, so that was, I guess, their last victory. However, after that, Rey Mysterio was able to take down, it was Berto, I believe, or no, Angel, and then Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio, both wanted at Berto. They both had problems with El Legado del Fantasma, and that moved into the tag team match, where the two Reys were able to pull off the victory, as Rey Fenix right now able to just tear down Tommaso Ciampa. Or, I don't know, maybe that's Triple H, we'll never know. Rey Fenix with some huge knees, trying to just maintain this momentum and looking to fly. But Tommaso Ciampa able to move out of the way, and now looking to deal some damage of his own as he picks up Rey Fenix, and some big kicks, some big slaps. Now looking to pick him up and slam him down right onto his knee, and then hit the ground. As now Johnny is the man that is tagged in, looking, never mind. Now Rey Mysterio has been tagged in a huge DDT, as Rey Mysterio looking for the pinfall. 1. Kick out at 1. Rey Mysterio has been looking for a lot of pinfalls, but I mean, respectively so. They've been able to do lots of damage to the two men of DIY. But now Johnny trying to do some damage of his own. And oh my days, looking for the pinfall. One. A kick out at one from Rey Mysterio. Some huge power to be able to kick out at one after that huge stunner from Johnny Gargano, who is now sent into the ring. Rey Mysterio with a huge punch. As now Rey stomping on Johnny. And Johnny taking damage now on his back. Rey Mysterio tags in Rey Fenix as Johnny Gargano continues to take damage. And Rey Fenix looking to fly, and he gets it done with a huge knee onto the face of Johnny. The referee distracted by Candice LeRae, and Tommaso Ciampa is able to break the count. Now look at Rey Fenix. What is he looking to do? A huge double axe handle to Candice LeRae. Now stomps. What the hell is Rey Fenix doing? I know he's used to brutality with AAA wrestling in Mexico, Lucha Underground, where they had those multiple gender matches. But that is not how we roll here in the WWE. Dealing some huge damage to Candice LeRae, and now dealing some huge damage to Candice LeRae's husband, Johnny Gargano, who he's got to be pissed about that, but not able to do anything, as Rey Fenix, Rey Mysterio are still dominating in this match. Now counter though, as Johnny Gargano looks to get this finished and looks to now gain some possession, some lead for DIY, but not able to do so, as now Rey Mysterio attacking Johnny Gargano, but has also sent Tommaso Ciampa outside of the ring. Johnny Gargano though finally able to counter, now looking to pick up Rey Mysterio, do some damage. Rey able to counter, and now a Hurricane Rana sending Johnny Gargano flying. Rey Mysterio tagging in Rey Fenix once again. These boys doing a very good job at switching off and on and just letting each other attack, but also catch their breaths, as Johnny Gargano, who has not tagged in Tommaso Ciampa, is taking some huge elbows. And now Rey Fenix looking to put a finish to this match. Can he get it done? Looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio are able to pull off a huge victory against DIY, but something tells me this isn't over, as Rey Fenix attacked Candice LeRae, something which we don't see too often. Nevertheless, these two Reys able to get the victory against DIY. And, I was about to say hopping into our next match, but instead, Uncle Howdy is going to look to speak. I am terrified. I am scared. But let's hear our man out. Let's see what he has to say. Shinsuke Nakamura, Eric Rowan, two lost souls with no purpose, no direction. But I, Uncle Howdy, have found a way to make sure that these both have direction. Find out after Clash at the Castle, as I have found a way to fix these two. And Uncle Howdy, in his weird and creepy ways, claims that he has found a way to fix both Shinsuke Nakamura and Eric Rowan, and he said, find out how I did it after Clash at the Castle. So some things to look forward to after Clash at the Castle. However, now, a very, in my opinion, a weird match, as Giovanni Vinci, he has not had a match, a televised match, in a while, right? How did he end up having the co-main event spot? The original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns went to SmackDown GM Nick Aldis and said, look, I took a loss to Braun Breaker. I'm not trying to do it again. However, I need some practice, and there is no practice, no better practice, excuse me, than actually being in the ring. So, Nick Aldis looked around, looked to see who was available, and this man stepped up to the challenge. And while you know, I don't know if he's going to be a tough opponent for Roman Reigns, but nevertheless, he has stepped up to the challenge, has some huge guts, and win or lose, you're going to look good against the Tribal Chief because he is the original Tribal Chief. If you lose to him, it's not that big of a deal because he is one of the best superstars. He has carried this industry, this company on his back for the last couple of years. So here we have it. Giovanni Vinci takes on the original Tribal Chief Roman Reigns as Roman Reigns looks to prepare for later this weekend. Clash at the Castle, a Falls Count Anywhere match against Braun Breaker, where he is not allowed to be with or deal with Paul Heyman or Seth Rollins. They have to be out of the match, out of the way. So, exciting stuff coming up this weekend. But for now, the original Tribal Chief taking on Giovanni Vinci. It won't be an easy match for Giovanni. And imagine he pulls off a huge victory. Not only is that going to tank down Roman Reigns' mentality, I mean, what do you do after that? Losing? Excuse me, but Giovanni Vinci is not on the same level as Roman Reigns. So if Roman loses, is it like, does he just not show up to the match against Braun Breaker? Or what does this mean? Personally, I'm in favor of Roman Reigns winning. Giovanni, I'm sorry, but the Tribal Chief needs this victory more than you do. You got your televised match. This guy needs to prepare for a freaking war against Braun Breaker at Clash at the Castle, where Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, not allowed to get in the way, not allowed to be in the match. He needs to prepare, as it is going to be a freaking battle, a war, and it is going to be huge. As Roman Reigns now very slowly, full of aura, looking to get inside the ring and get this match on their way. Roman Reigns has obviously had a rough couple of months, and in fact, over the last year or so, has been rough. He lost the WWE Undisputed Championship to Cody Rhodes. He then got betrayed by his wise man Paul Heyman at the following WrestleMania. And then he took a big loss against Braun Breaker. Things have not been looking so sharp for our Tribal Chief. However, as he looks to get a pretty easy victory in this match to then hopefully fuel him up and push him to just be prepared for Braun Breaker once more, and then maybe, just maybe, he can start getting back on track right where he belongs. So a quick reminder, this weekend, Clash at the Castle, a 2-night event. Saturday and Sunday. We start at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And then we also have a WWE roster shakeup, which means new faces. People from SmackDown moving to Raw, people from Raw moving to SmackDown. Maybe people from NXT getting bumped up to the main roster, as well as the opportunity to sign a whole lot of free agents. And I gotta tell you, there is a lot at the moment, a lot of hot free agents. So be ready for that, as most likely starting Monday Night Raw next week, we will see some new faces. As now we get this match started, it is Roman Reigns who is just handling Giovanni Vinci with some huge stomps. Roman Reigns is just looking to, really prove to himself that he's physically there, physically ready, and just take off a little bit of the rust. Maybe that's also what cost him the match against Braun Breaker. He had disappeared after WrestleMania and hadn't really had a match ever since. So now looking to get some of the rust off, against Giovanni Vinci. He doesn't want to go too hard with his opponent and lose all of his energy tonight and then have nothing left for Braun Breaker. So honestly, lucky for him that Giovanni Vinci isn't necessarily the hardest or toughest opponent, as Roman Reigns, I'm sorry, he's going to take the victory. He's doing very good, very dominant, now dealing some damage onto the neck and shoulders of Giovanni, who, if Giovanni is able to win this match, I'll go ahead and quit my job here as a WWE commentator. We'll have someone new come in. That is how... Oh, hold on. I may have spoken too soon. One. Kick out at one from our tribal chief. Of course, I didn't... I cannot speak now. It's Roman Reigns moving out of the way of Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni, though, looking to show off against Roman Reigns. Even if you lose, if you are able to pull off a good match, this could be very good for Giovanni, as he is now sent into the turnbuckle. And it is Roman Reigns, who looks... Oh, he is smacked down by Giovanni Vinci. A big slap. Giovanni now looking to fly and smacking down Roman Reigns, who is just about to get up, but not able to do so. Roman countering. And now back on the attack as he sends Giovanni into the turnbuckle. And now looking for the spear. Ooh. There it is. A huge spear to Giovanni Vinci, as Roman Reigns has just pulled off a very easy victory ahead of his match against Braun Breaker. Roman Reigns able to get that rust off and able to get the victory here tonight, as once more he prepares for Braun Breaker this weekend at Clash of the Castle, our 2-night event, where once more I remind you afterwards we have the WWE roster shakeup. Roman Reigns wins the match. And now look who we have up next, the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair. She's got a mic. You already know what I'm about to say. Let's go ahead and hear her out. Let me make this short. Jade's been getting involved with my matches afterwards with a little showdown. I did it back. How about we have a match to see who's next for that Women's WWE Championship? Me and you right here, right now. Let's do it. Someone else answering, though, as Naomi. Whoa. Slow your horses, Bianca. If you and Jade think you'll get a title shot before me, you are crazy. I have worked very hard and deserve that title. So how about instead of just you and her, you add me into the mix? Let's do it. And look at that, Naomi looking to get involved in between two women. Bianca Belair accepts. Obviously, these three girls have had their problems as they all three look at the Women's WWE Championship, which will be defended at Clash at the Castle. Tiffany Stratton taking on Nia Jax. And also, Liv Morgan owing Tiffany a favor, so we'll see what's up with that. Whoever ends up winning that match, whether it's a new champion or still your champion, Tiffany Stratton, these three women, Jade Cargill, Naomi, and Bianca Belair, look to get their hands on each other in order to see who becomes the next #1 contender. But with how much drama and how much, just anger and rivalry between them that there is, I don't think it's going to be decided with just one match. But we'll have to see, as now we head into our main event here in Scotland, as tomorrow and Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, we begin Clash at the Castle, a 2-night event. Our main event for tonight, though, Randy Orton was supposed to have a match at WrestleMania against Kevin Owens, and that's exactly what we have here tonight on SmackDown, as Kevin Owens returned in the #1 contenders match for the United States Championship. And now that he's good and ready to go, Randy said, hey, let's run it back. Let's finish what we started. And Kevin Owens was happy to do so. However, we have changed up a little bit. This isn't your normal one-on-one. This is a no disqualification match. Anything goes. in order to beat your opponent, as Kevin Owens now coming out, looking pumped up, looking ready. But you know who is pumped up? Penta. I spoke to him earlier this week, talked to him about facing Dominic Mysterio once again, and he says this time he is not gonna let the opportunity pass by. He will become Intercontinental Champion. So we'll have to see how that goes once more this weekend at Clash at the Castle, as Kevin Owens now hopping inside the ring. Our main event right here, Kevin Owens taking on Randy Orton. Anything goes. All can be done in order to beat your opponents. What will these two go at? You know, what are their limits when it comes to using weapons, when it comes to attacking each other? Will they have limits? Will they show mercy? We'll have to find out, as Kevin Owens, Randy Orton ready to go one-on-one as we get this match underway. The referee ringing that bell, and it is Randy who starts off the match strong, already hopping outside of the ring. And now Kevin Owens follows. Randy, though, looking to send Kevin Owens straight into the barricade. And look at this, Randy Orton smashing Kevin Owens with a table, and now laying a big kick onto Kevin Owens in order to keep him down, as Randy now sets the table up. This match has just begun, but it looks like Randy looking to put Kevin Owens through the table. And very early on into the match, he does so. Kevin Owens has just been put through a table, and now Randy using the kendo stick to attack Kevin Owens and deal some huge damage onto his back, onto his chest, and onto his face. Kevin Owens trying to get up, but stunned back down almost instantly, as Randy has just broken the kendo stick on Kevin Owens, and Randy charging up, looking ready. But now Randy, countered. As Kevin Owens sent inside of the ring. And now Randy just waiting for Kevin Owens. As, look at this, a little DDT with the help of the ropes. Randy Orton dropping Kevin Owens face first. Randy Orton is ready. He has all the lead in the world, but he is not finished with attacking Kevin Owens. As another table is being pulled out, Kevin Owens on the other side, also looking for a ladder. Oh my days. That can definitely be used to attack your opponents and deal some serious damage. Randy Orton picking up Kevin Owens. Is he going to throw him over onto the ladders? No. Kevin Owens able to counter. And now it is Kevin Owens who is in control with the DDT to Randy Orton. And now Kevin Owens with some stomps onto Randy Orton. Now just smashing the head of Randy onto the mat. Some kicks to continue his assault on Randy Orton. As Kevin Owens charges up and looks to put Randy away. Dropping him straight onto the legs of the table. Oh my days, some huge damage being done to Randy Orton. As Kevin Owens looks to set up the table. And now trying to return the damage that Randy caused to Kevin Owens. Dropping him first on the ropes. And looking for the pinfall, looking to end this match. One. But a kick out at one from Randy, who does not want this match to end yet. It is way too early for him, and he wants more. As Randy looking to pick up Kevin Owens and send it through another table. The second table of the night is now Randy charging up, looking for the RKO, and he gets it on Kevin Owens. And now picking him up. He is not finished, as Kevin Owens picked up, and it looks like Randy is looking to drop him on the ropes yet again. Randy is not done as he looks to pick up Kevin Owens Once again, Randy Orton picking up Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens able to counter though now, as Randy Orton is on the floor, getting up almost instantly. Kevin Owens though, looking for a huge slam onto the head of Randy Orton. Oh my days. Now Randy, still able to counter now, sending Kevin Owens outside of the ring, and now a huge splash, dealing some huge damage onto Kevin Owens, now sending him into the barricade and stomping on him. Randy Orton is the man in control and dealing some huge damage onto Kevin Owens, who has just been picked up, and he's gonna be dropped face first onto the ladder right there. Oh my days. How is Kevin Owens still able to think after that? Could have a concussion after all this damage. Randy could also have a concussion as he is sent into the post. Kevin Owens now looking to send Randy into it once more, but instead it is Kevin Owens sent into the ladder as Randy looks under the ring, grabs a candlestick. Kevin Owens running out, countering Randy and hitting him instead with the candlestick. Randy able to move out of the way, but Kevin Owens picks him up and is looking to drop him down. Randy Orton taking some huge damage, still able to move out of the way of Kevin Owens. And as much as these boys are fighting outside of the ring in order to win the match, you got a pinfall or submission, and the pinfall obviously has to be done inside of the ring, as Kevin Owens with a huge clothesline drops Randy, who was using the candlestick to his advantage. And now Kevin Owens sent inside of the ring, almost tripping up our referee. Randy Orton grabs the candlestick yet again, almost hits Kevin Owens, not able to, but this time Randy just dropping and punching Kevin Owens straight into his face. Once more, I'm telling you, this man could end up with a concussion as Randy is charged up, looking to deal some serious damage, but is countered by Kevin Owens, still able to move out of the way. Now a huge clothesline as Randy Orton looks to send Kevin Owens on the ropes, actually outside of the ring. Randy Orton charge it up as he's looking for the RKO outside of the ring. Can he get it done? Oh my days. A huge stunner to Kevin Owens. RKO outside of the ring, and now it is Randy grabbing a trash bin, dealing damage to Kevin Owens, looking to pick him up, connect the two dots, and I think he's gonna use this trash bin to lay some huge damage onto Kevin Owens, but no, instead dropping him on his knee, now trying to use the trash can. Kevin Owens able to move out of the way now. Big punch to Randy as a suplex to Randy Orton on the floor. Randy though now dropping onto Kevin Owens and laying some huge damage on the head of Kevin Owens, as this match, this battle, this war is giving us an instant classic. Randy using the trash can to deal damage to Kevin Owens, as now Randy picking up Kevin Owens once more, sending him flying, using the trash can and the barricade to get a 2-for-1 special on Kevin Owens' head, and now dealing some huge damage with the steel chair, knocking Kevin Owens back down, and Randy Orton, ruthless, showing no mercy, doing whatever it takes to just hurt and destroy his opponent, as now his very signature move, looking to attack all parts of the body, ending it off with the face. Randy Orton is not done. Charging up yet another RKO onto the steel chair. Oh my days, Randy now with a huge knee drop, able to RKO Kevin Owens onto the steel chair. That is amazing. Able to do that. Kevin Owens may be knocked out. No, He gets up once again. Randy Orton, what is he looking to do? I thought he was looking for another RKO instead, though. Sending Kevin Owens into the ring. The ladder has broke simply because of how much damage Kevin Owens did to it with his head. Kevin Owens trying to get on the attack, but instantly stopped by Randy, who is trying to get control. However, Kevin Owens, a huge stunner, may be able to win this match. 1, 2. But a kick out at 2 from Randy Orton. Kevin Owens, though, he is not finished, as some big kicks and laying some huge damage onto the head of Randy Orton, and now using the kendo stick to just break apart Randy Orton as the kendo stick has broken. Huge stomps, huge kicks as Kevin Owens charges up looking to put Randy away with the huge DDT off of the top ropes. Kevin Owens looked like he was almost finished, but now attacking Randy, though, trying to get back into this, making sure that Kevin Owens doesn't win this match. And now we have some back and forth between the two superstars here in our main event in Scotland. Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, who will win this little back and forth, and will it give him the advantage in order to win the whole damn match? As Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, none of them wanting to be the one to give up. None of them wanting to be the one to quit. Instead, it is Randy, though, with a huge kick. As now, looking for his signature, looking to attack all parts of the body, and finishing off with a face. There it is as Randy Orton charging up the RKO. And he gets it done on the broken kendo stick, now looking for the pinfall. Randy, though, Kevin Owens didn't kick out, but Randy Orton wants more as he looks for a second RKO, making sure that Kevin Owens cannot kick out of this, as he now looks for the third RKO. Randy Orton about to win the match. 2. But a kick out of 2 from Kevin Owens. What the heck? 3 RKOs back to back. And Kevin Owens now moving out of the way of Randy's attack. How has he gone and done that? How has Kevin Owens? Now he may win the match. 1. Kick out at 1 from Randy Orton, but how do you take 3 RKOs back to back to back and are still able to kick out of all of them? And now a huge stunner as Randy Orton may be put away here. 1. A kick out at 1 from Randy. Now Randy, how the hell do you kick out at 1 after that huge stunner? Now a huge clothesline by Randy, who is just stomping down on Kevin Owens, dealing some huge damage to the head of Kevin Owens. Randy probably just as shocked as we are, as Kevin Owens, who is bleeding and leaving a trail of his blood all over the mats, he was able to kick out after 3 back-to-back RKOs with I don't even have words for that, as the kendo stick breaks once more. Randy looking for that signature yet again, and this is gonna charge him up to continue his attack on a bleeding Kevin Owens, as Randy Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer, looking for the RKO, and another one. And Kevin Owens, he may not be able to kick out of that, as Randy looking for yet another. Can Randy Orton finally win this match? 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton has won the match. A bloody battle between him and Kevin Owens. But it is Randy Orton, the Viper, who comes out at top. This was the match we were supposed to see at WrestleMania, But maybe the weights made it that much better, as Randy Orton able to destroy Kevin Owens in a huge battle. Randy Orton has won the match here in our main event. Be ready for this weekend Clash at the Castle, as well as the WWE roster shakeup.